So very good morning children, welcome to today's biology class, and today we are going to discuss the new chapter, that is how do organisms reproduce. You already studied in the life process. There are 5 life processes. Out of all that 5, the one of the process is a reproduction. As you already know that what is called as a reproduction, the ability to produce the young ones over a period of an generation, we'll call it as the reproduction. Otherwise, we can also say that formation of the new generation of the young ones. Okay, in the similar type. That's what you studied in your previous classes. The cat used to give birth to the kitten, dog used to give birth to the puppies, butterflies, caterpillar or chrysalis are the larval forms. Okay, and the human beings, obviously the human beings. Okay, so all these examples when you observe, you notice that they are in similar. They are in a similar over a period of an generation, similar type. That particular process is called as the reproduction. Okay, now the question is that how do organisms has to be reproduced? Why they have to be reproduced? The answer for this question is for the maintenance of the race. We can say that the 5 points are there. For the continuation of the race, reproduction is essential. Or we can also say that for the perpetuation of the species, reproduction is essential. For the replacement of the species, for example, due to the diseases or whenever the conditions are the pandemic situations, the living organisms will be disappear. Okay, for the due to the aging, living organisms, they may die. So to maintain their race, to maintain that particular generation, the reproduction is essential. So for the continuation of the life and the perpetuation of the species, for the replacement, that is due to the aging or due to the disease condition, and also for maintenance of the population characteristics. For the maintenance of the population, the reproduction is essential. And for variations also, to introduce the new variations in the living organisms, there is a need for the reproduction. I hope it is clear for you why these organisms, how do organisms reproduce. Your lesson starts with the question here. How do organisms reproduce? So how they reproduce, that we are going to study. Now I add one more question. Why they have to be reproduced? Why they have to be reproduced means for the maintenance. Okay, for the maintenance, the reproduction is nothing but we can say that perpetuation of its race. Perpetuation is nothing for the maintenance. So that's what we given in the side headings: for the continuation of the life, for the perpetuation of the species, for the replacement of the organisms either due to the death or the disease conditions, and due to the population characteristic features, or for the variations. To introduce the new species, and the reproduction is essential. Okay children, is it clear? Yes. I hope you got an answer why the organisms are to reproduce, and how they reproduce we are going to study later. And okay, next they given one more question in your textbook. Do organisms create an exact copies? That is the question. Do organisms create an exact copies? Yes, just now I said dog gives birth to puppy and the cat gives birth to kitten. Almost they are identical, similar. If you observe very close only, we can see subtle differences in between the parents and their offsprings. Otherwise we can say that they are similar. How it is possible for the living organisms to create exact copies or to give birth to the exact the babies? How it is possible means, you studied already in the class the 9th about the cell. Cell is the structural and functional unit of the living organisms. The basic structural functional unit of living organism is cell. Why they consider it is like that means, inside the cell there are many organelles, but the important organelle inside the cell is the nucleus. Okay, yes, before going into the topic we can say that we look similar because the body designs are similar. To get the body design similar, just like from the parent to the offspring, the blueprint should be similar. Okay, what is this blueprint? How we can study about learn about the blueprint process in the living organisms means we have to study about the structure of the DNA here. Okay, yes. As I said already, the cell is the basic and structural and functional unit of the living organism. Inside the cell there is a nucleus. Okay, inside the nucleus there are thread-like structures, we'll call it as a chromatin. When the cell division begins inside the nucleus, the chromatin condenses and it turns or it forms like as a rod-like structure. That rod-like structure we'll call it as a chromosomes. Okay, yes, you know that where the chromosomes are the responsible for giving up of the inherited characteristic features. As the chromosomes they bear a genetical material or the genes we can say. So genes carry the parental qualities, inherited qualities from parents to offsprings. So we can say that chromosomes, what they will do, they will store the information which is necessary for inheritance. Okay, we can say that the chromosomes are information storage, the channels inside the nucleus. Okay, yes. So from where to where they change the carry the information from parents to the next generation. How they will carry this information means in the form of the DNA molecule. Actually, what is this DNA molecule? You studied in the previous classes. DNA is, the full form is deoxyribose nucleic acid. Deoxyribose nucleic acid. It's a double strand in nature, double helical in nature. Watson and Crick, they discovered the DNA. Okay, yes. Whereas coming to this DNA, the DNA is information storage and for the preparation, for the making proteins. DNA is an place where proteins will be prepared. Information source for making proteins. Okay, yes. So this information change. For example, the information which is stored in the DNA, it will be changed. Obviously, what will happen? DNA, the proteins which are prepared, which are going to prepare will also change. If the proteins are changed, automatically what will happen? There will be the change in the alteration of the body design of the living organisms. I hope you got a point. Information source for making proteins. DNA is the information source for making proteins. In case if this information is changed, what will happen? Different proteins will be made. In case if the different proteins are made and they lead to alter the body designs. When the alteration of the body designs are taking place here, whenever the proteins made preparation and it will be changed, then only we are seeing that there is a body change and an alteration of the living organisms. Otherwise, we can say that the body designs are similar. As to look similar, the body designs should be similar. To make these body designs to be similar, the blueprints should be similar. When the blueprint, when you speak about this blueprint, and we have to study about this DNA. Okay, inside the DNA, the information source for the proteins are changed. Automatically, what will happen? There is a different proteins will made. When the different proteins are made, and we can see they lead the different altered body designs. They will show it. Okay, yes. So after learning all these things, the basic event for the creation of DNA copy is to make the protein alterations. Okay, the basic event, the basic event of creation of DNA copy. Okay, so with this, what will happen? How this DNA copying will be takes place? Exact copies, how it will be produced, and that we are going to study. Okay, yes. Whenever the chemical reactions are taking place in the DNA, whenever this the DNA strands, it will be made up of with the polysaccharide sugars. Okay, adenosine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. These are all the polysaccharide sugars. Whenever they are combining, and during the time of the fertilization process, fusion process, this combining of the chromosomes, it will be takes place. the parental chromosomes, that is father and the mother chromosomes, when they're combining, during that particular process it will be necessary for to give the that is nothing but we'll call it as to design the blueprint, and based on the blueprint design and the adult organism, it will be produced at the end of the process. Okay, yes. So how they will be this DNA copying will be takes place. Okay, yes. Due to the chemical reactions in the DNA, what will happen means two DNA copies will be produced. Two DNA copies will produce, but the two DNA copies has to be separate each other. How they separate each other means one DNA copy it will be stay back in the nucleus, and other DNA copy it will be pushed out. Why they pushed out? Why they pushes the others outside means the DNA copy, two DNA copies it will be produced, I said no. They will separate by pushing one DNA copy out. Which DNA copy it will be pushed out means the DNA copy which is not having cellular organelles. That cellular organelles in the sense the organelles which are necessary for the continuation of the life processes, life of the living organisms. Okay, so if they don't have this cellular structures which will be carried out for the life process, such an organelle it will be pushed out. The organelle, the DNA copy which have all the organelles which carry out for the life of the DNA to be continue, that particular copy it will be stay back, and other thing it will be the pushed out. Okay, yes. So whenever the other copy it will be pushed out, now the information stored the DNA copy, it produces the exact copies. Okay, so again there is a question. Whenever it gives birth to the produce an exact copies, is that exact copy is identical or it is a dissimilar? Okay, we can say that almost it will be identical, but with the subtle differences, with the little differences, and we can say that the produced copy it will be identical to the parent. Okay children, just let me once again just brief out what I explained now. The question is that do organisms create then exact copies? We can say exact with little subtle differences. That's what I said at the end of the topic. Okay, and where how it is possible to create this body designs, how the blueprint process it will be takes place, which organelle it will play a role, means we have to concentrate on the structure of the study of the nucleus. Inside the cell there is a nucleus. Nucleus plays a prominent role to carry the chromosomes, and the chromosomes are nothing but they have the over the chromosomes we can see the DNA structure. DNA has an deoxyribose nucleic acid, and there are the place where we can see the genes also. Genes are responsible for giving up of the parental characteristic future. Inheritance, information for the inheritance. Parents to next generation in the form of an DNA molecule, and it passes from the one generation to another generation. Okay, what is happening inside the nucleus? How many DNA copies it will be produced? There are two DNA copies it will be produced. So see that here DNA copies two copies of DNA it will be produced, but they have to separate from each other. How they separate from each other means DNA copy, one copy of DNA it is a original, it will be stay back, and another one it will be pushed out. Why this other one it will be pushed out means would not have organized cellular structures. It will be continue for the life of the living organisms. The DNA copy it will be pushed out, and only the original cell which have all these cellular organelles, that DNA it will be stay back. Okay children, yes. So very detailed we study in the coming topics, and this is just only it's given like as an introduction. Next they introduced here the importance of the variations. Actually what are called as the variations? The changes which are taking place in and around the surroundings. That is nothing but they use the word called as a niches. Well defined places. well-defined places are called as the niches, or the surroundings, we can say that. So, when any sudden change occur, why these sudden changes will occur in the nature means maybe anything. So, any drastic conditions, meteoroids, the heat, okay, maybe the global warming, the sudden rise of the temperatures up and downs, and all these are responsible for to create certain variations in the well-defined places, that is nothing but we'll call it as a niches or the surroundings, we can say. Here, just to understand these variations, they give one example. Just think that a group of bacteria is living in the normal water bodies. Okay, so those bacteria is adjusted to that particular condition and that particular surroundings, and they're surviving very comfortable. Suddenly, just what happened here means, due to the global warming or due to any physical activities, the temperature in the water was increased, rises up. So far this the bacteria is adjusted to the normal temperate water. Okay, suddenly due to the rise of this temperature in the water, obviously what will happen? The bacteria, they may die. Okay, and few bacteria are survived. Out of the many bacteria, many are died and few are survived. Now the question is that which bacteria is survived? See, for example, nowadays we are all aware about the pandemic situation, about the viruses all over the world. For every corner, this virus is reaching and creating the problem. But who are surviving here? Who are surviving? Those who are having high levels of the immunity power. High levels of the immunity power, and they fight against that particular virus, and they are surviving from the pandemic situations. Is it right? Not only for this coronavirus, and if you go for the long history also, we can come across all that. Swine flu, those are immunity to that and they are survived. It's smallpox. Many are wiped out from the country due to that particular season, that particular year. But those are the variants, we can say that. The variant in the sense, we can say, because of their high immunity levels, and this bacteria is escaped from that particular danger. Of course, even 90% bacteria is removed from that particular water, the few bacteria died and those survived, and those bacteria we call them as variants. Okay, yes. So now with this, variations are helpful for what? Introducing the new species, as I said already. So here what happened, the variations they gave, the variation in the sense here, in the few survived bacteria, they have a high immunity levels to fight against that particular temperature region, and so the variations are all the time, they're useful for the species for the survival over a time. I hope you got an idea. Okay, yes. Children, is it clear? And we studied about how do organisms create the exact copies, and how do organisms they reproduce, I explained. These are all the introduction for this particular lesson. Okay, yes. Now the next topic is single mode of the reproduction. Just single mode of reproduction, just I'll give them the certain the headings what we are going to study. Otherwise, let me say about the mode of reproduction is carried by two ways. Mode of reproduction. Okay, the one is asexual mode of reproduction, and the second one is sexual mode of reproduction. Okay, and coming classes will study that how this asexual mode of reproduction it will be takes place. What is called as an asexual reproduction? In asexual reproduction, we are learning that there is no fusion of the gametes, only the single organisms undergo the asexual mode of the reproduction. Okay, under that what we are going to study means we are going to study about the fission. Okay, under fission again we are studying about fission is carried by the two ways. One is a binary fission. Okay, and the second one is multiple fission we have to study. Okay, after the fission, and we have to learn about fragmentation. Fragmentation. Okay, and this is the second one, fission is the first. And third one, and we are studying about, we have to learn about regeneration process. Regeneration. Okay, and the fourth one, you have to discuss about budding. Okay, and the fifth is sporulation. Fifth one is sporulation. Okay, children, we have to learn all this under the asexual reproduction. Okay, children, yes. Okay, we'll meet in the next class, and I'll explain all this how the single mode of reproduction occurs in an living organism. That's all for today. Just I will pass the keywords to you, and please go through that.